Hey guys, this is the High Acidness here, and I'll get back to another segment of Satsu in depth. It's been a while since shit. It's been a while since I actually make an unboxing video for maybe a couple of weeks. It was maybe a 1 or 2 weeks hiatus on my part, and I was kind of busy with school. My next school doesn't really start until maybe the 26th of this August, so I don't have to take classes until then. So I think we have about, let's say, 3-4 weeks until the semester starts, and then that'll be set. So besides the boxes in the background that had to finish packing, or have already finished, we got another unboxing video that I had done so far. It's not Serial 1, but it's actually from a series that I actually adore and actually watched from start to finish. And that would be the Kamen Rider build driver, or the deluxe build driver. Now, this is the type of driver I try to get along with the full bottles because, frankly enough, I got this at Amazon for $106, and it was actually kind of cheap for the most part. Now, this was actually released in 2017 when the series first started, and after X8 ended, this was actually came about, or at least this came out 2018. I wouldn't know, but that seems to be the case. So frankly enough, as you might see, they put a lot of details on the box telling you the mechanism and the actual gimmick that holds so far. This is the only time I actually got a driver that doesn't require all 44 batteries, because sometimes you just need 3 AAA batteries to usually keep it function, but this was usually better. It was kind of hard to find, and it was actually kind of expensive because they wanted to charge you maybe about approximately $100, but I didn't have a choice to do so. So it is what it is. So pretty much, I always say it's gotta be somewhat small, but it's actually kind of big. I actually got some batteries prepared, and I'm ready to usually start this unboxing. Now, once you to notice that sometimes the box has been kind of damaged. On the official website, it says it was actually new, but apparently, this is not the case. It says new, but I guess it was as far as advertisement on the part. But who cares? Let's try to get this open to see what it has in stores. Ugh. And they put a lot of tape in this, so you can tell they actually put a lot of care. Now, funny enough, I actually got this on Monday, yesterday, but I didn't make the unboxing video by then because, my roommate needs all the space, and he's been starting to be a real estate investor, so I couldn't just drop him. Plus, he did this for maybe 8 hours, so I couldn't even do that without becoming an asshole, if I put that sense. And it's kind of hard to get. Funny enough, I always put tape in everywhere, but I'm not complaining because I have to forward this once it's over. But let's see what's actually inside. I hope this actually is kind of brand new. Let's see what we have. Okay, we got this, and then we got the full bottles. It's kind of bright in my area, so I had to turn it down. So this is what it has in source. This is the entirety of the package. I really like how they usually organize it to some degree, and I really like how they actually put a lot of effort to it. That's actually kind of new, but here it is. So we got the content. So we got the full bottles, but I had to take off the plastic first before I actually could start the segment. So we got the full bottles. Check. We got the belt, which means I need a belt stand-up to actually put this through. And then we actually got the buckle, which is the same. And then we usually get the driver per se. Alright. So let's start something small, because I want to actually get this through as much as possible. So apparently this is the build driver. It's actually kind of different in comparison, and The base driver is pretty much unique in the sense that the way it usually works so far is that if you wanted to transform, you have to usually crack this up to some degree. And it's kind of new to the sense that, you know, it's the only driver in the series that doesn't have any gimmicks that use L44, because they usually corrode faster and heat up, but this one's actually kind of different. And apparently, the design of this is just so great. It's kind of hard to explain because, you know, this is my first time having this, and I don't even understand how the gimmicks work. But it is what it is. But let me just usually get the main gimmick of the series, the full bottles. Yeah. So when you actually get the build rifle, it comes with a 2 starter full bottles you actually get. The rest that they usually get in bundles, packs, and anything else. But this is the rabbit tank full bottle. And if you didn't notice so far, these things are actually kind of cool so far. They're kind of transparent, and you could actually just shake them to imitate the visual effects that happen in the show. And they also have some pins you actually put in the rifle. It's kind of hard to explain, but I really like the amount of detail they actually put. And they usually put a lot of effort making it more realistic. This is something you actually could find in a tokusatsu item. So yeah, for the most part, it's not actually that much bad, and you can tell they actually put a lot of effort. And if you actually shake it, it actually has a decent rattling sound. It's kind of cool, but you know. And the best part about it is that it doesn't really require batteries, except for the super forms and the final form. So that's usually the bad, but these are usually the decent ones, and it's usually kind of better. I'd like to say that it's actually kind of medium. It's not really that much big compared to the Pro S keys, but you can tell that it actually fits in my palm of my hands, and they actually are kind of portable. So for the most part, it is what it is. So before actually putting some batteries, the way you actually transform is that you actually put the full bottles into construction. And once you actually put this in, they are actually locked into paste. So the way this usually works so far is that you actually put these two in, and if you make a best match, you actually get a different form for each bottle you actually make. And this is actually kind of useful if you really want to usually, you know, get a decent combination. Now you could use different combinations of full bottles, but you usually get a trial form. But you want to be a complete form without it, so it is what it is. God, I suck at this. Alright. They're easy to take out, and not that really difficult to do. You don't have to be careful of the pin, because sometimes it usually be broken, but as long as you actually take care of it, it wouldn't be an issue. And now let's talk about the sound effects, if it has some. So as you might know, this is the only henshin item that uses only 3 AAA batteries. There's also ghosts, but that's available. And let's put this in. And I know now I was kind of unprepared, but you know, it is what it is. And I'm going to save some batteries before the start of this video. And let's see if it actually works. And it does work. Okay. Here we go. So it does in fact work. For the most part. It doesn't have great sound quality, but you know, it can usually work. So you just usually just turn the knob. You don't have to, but it's optional. You shake if you wanted to, and then you just put this in. And then you just do this. What do you know? It's actually kind of interesting to say the least. And then you transform just to the north. Here we go. And there we go. We actually got the rabbit tag form, the default form. So it's actually kind of cool. And if you want to do a finisher, you just turn this again, and then we actually do the full tick finish. And I need to get the full tick finish. Kind of cool. And here's what it is. And that seems to be it for now. So that's about it. If you actually take them out, yeah, let's press the different sound effect. And that's about it. Now when you actually wear the belt, it's actually kind of different. Now in conjunction to this, wearing the belt is actually kind of different because, you know, this one is kind of suitable for my waist, but I don't even know if until I try it. So besides the whole gimmick, I like to say that the beard driver has something unique that's actually kind of different compared to auto drivers in the series. It's not usually every day you actually get a driver that has a combination of a hybrid you actually use. So basically the main cheats about it is that you use an inorganic and organic full body to use the computer transformation, and if you want to get a best match, you would have to usually make a combination that actually works in conjunction to that. So to put it in retrospect, if you really want to usually keep this active or usually keep this sane, you might need to you might be able to usually get this to work, but that usually depends. Now in terms of wearing the belt, now I'm not sure how big it is, what's the width, but I'm not sure how small this is. I have the belt extender, but I'm afraid it may not do any justice. And let's actually wear the belt to see if it actually fits, because I'm actually curious. And it does in fact work. So it does in fact fit. It's the only driver that actually fits compared to the Beyond driver, and vice versa. So it does in fact fit for the first time. Now to actually put the full bodies in, if you want, you actually could put it in at the same time. Because you can't put it in at the same time, you have to put one at a time, so it's actually kind of difficult to use. And voila! Now, to be honest, this is the only full bottle that doesn't really suck. Now, as you might notice, you might need to hold this handle to actually keep it steady. And that's about it, to say the least. Overall, it's not that bad of a driver. It actually fits. It's not too tight compared to the last driver, and it's actually more fittable, even with this belt extender. So that's a huge plus on my part. And honestly, since I actually finished using it, I might need to take out the batteries to avoid battery corrosion. So here's what it is. So out of the fact, it's not that much of a bad rifle. It's not actually that much bad. Now I wonder what if you actually put it in the wrong order. It doesn't really matter what order you actually put it, it actually gives you the best price anyway. And what do you know, it actually works. So far, it's actually the best driver I actually have. And here's what it is. I really like the detail they actually put about it. They actually put a lot of detail in the full borders, and it says they had to usually do any cuts or crevices, and they are usually easy to store. Now you have to be careful about the dust because they actually could ruin your correction. Yeah.
Hello.
Hey. And so far, it's actually the most interesting travel I had so far. I only wish it actually has more decency, but it is what it is. And you have to admit, the shaking motion is actually kind of cool for the most part.
One or I win.
Yeah. So that seems to be about it. So in conclusion, this is the only trouble that doesn't feel so tight. Compared to the Beyond trouble and the CO1 rifle, it's actually kind of fits with the best then though. It's not that too tight. It's actually kind of right in comparison. You can actually read this anywhere around, and what I like about this gimmick is that you actually could use it to make a lot of combinations so far. And to be fair, you can just use any other combination to your record. I think what I like about the full part is that they actually are kind of portable, minstrel, and kind of easy to actually carry around. Compared to the ports keys, you know, these just can usually keep it small, and you don't have to worry about battery percentage or something. It's actually kind of decent, and you know, I plan to actually fulfill my corrections. The only downside about it is that it does cost about $100, but the rest of the full box can usually cost about $30 and more. So you have to be, you know, be cautious when you actually create a correction. It's not that simple, but you need some patience in order to survive so far. So it is what it is. So I don't have anything else to say so far, but to get my cojones or something. Now beyond that, if you really want to pick your correction, it's actually kind of difficult. Now I missed out on build since, you know, X8. I did watch the whole show and watched 2 other feed cinemas, but I was kind of far behind. Maybe because I was too busy with something over school and I didn't have a chance to do so. But yeah. But for the most part, it's actually
Nice object of Amazonie.
Yeah. You'd be surprised how much you actually could get from Amazon. But for the most part, I had to get more because, you know, I tried to correct my correction on full borders, and I'm trying to do a cosplay please, but I was able to, and this was actually the most simple rifle so far. Of course, it takes about 3 AAA batteries.
What is this?
The deluxe spear rifle or something. Yeah. So if you really want to get something that's actually kind of simple, go ahead. Otherwise, this is the only best rifle that I actually have so far. That's not that really suck. Compared to the Satsu rifle that uses a lot of 44 batteries for the wireless, you don't need batteries for the full bottles, and you can actually rest at ease knowing that these are actually kind of simple to get. For the most part, it's a cool gimmick and it's kind of decent to say the least. So I hope I actually get some more before the end of the year, and that's just what I actually could get. But in the meantime, thanks for watching this video. I have to usually put this away, or actually it doesn't get dusted, but If you really want to see more unboxing videos and gameplay videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, whatnot. Leave a like, comment down below, and I hope you guys are actually prepared. There might be more than meets the eye, and I can't wait. So, Rat-tat-tat, sign off. Hope you guys have a decent on the and hope you guys have a decent summer. Beyond that, don't get the fruit, and let's hope you actually get a nice summer. Sign over, peace out, goodbye, and I apologize if this video sucks because I suck at commentary, but it is what it is. Peace out, and have the workout, and goodbye.